Hey to everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube. It's your boy Como. He's back with another blog, or blogs, I should say, in this case. I know it's been 2 weeks since the last one came out. I apologize for that. What ended up happening was things came up, apparently, that prevented it from happening. So, this blogs. Yeah, I know it's a tongue twister, a rambling thing there, but got delayed. So I'm going to break this up into 3 separate video blogs because I could go into length with all these and I don't want to bore y'all. So, so for anybody that lives in Maryland, first off, I want to start off by saying this. Anybody that lives in Maryland that's a hip-hop head or just straight-up music fan, the place to go to get good stuff, this place right here on the bag. Yes, that is Soundgarden. You know, jokingly, one of my friends has referred to me as the Black Best Buy because of how many hip-hop CDs and stuff that I have. But that's definitely the place where you can get good deals and stuff on music, DVDs, etc. Like, I ended up getting Violator, the album, and Method Man and Redman's Blackout 1. Both that came out in 99 by Def Jam there. It was a sale that they had, and I got the Big Bang Theory Season 1 DVD for $10. Whereas, if you try to go to, like, Target, Best Buy, anywhere up here where I live, they'll rip you off. They'll charge you like at least $30 or something for that, and you're just like, what the hell? But anyway, just wanted to plug Soundgarden. Definitely go there and check that out if you live in Baltimore. And also, I think there's also, it's one of those mom and pop stores. It's not an international chain wide. There's also one, I believe, here it says on the bottom of the bag, in Syracuse, New York. So, just letting people know that are hip-hop heads or straight-up music fans. But anyway, this one is going to be the hip-hop / battle rap blog for y'all. So let's break out into some hip-hop news. Our girl, Remy Ma, is freed from jail. Everybody that was a fan of her is doing the Daniel Bryan yes chant. Yes, yes, yes. She recently, first thing she did when she got out of jail, she hooked up with DJ Khaled, and she's on the remix for They Don't Love You. Now, I listened to the track. She started off good, but then was kind of tailing off. If she's a little rusty, well, you got to figure she's in jail for the last 7 years, and she just got out. But I'm glad that her hunger is still there. You know, the hardest female in rap is back, so that's great news for us. So we'll see how else she comes with the rest of her material. Also, the guy that looks like Jerome from Martin, yes, that's Trinidad James for y'all. He got dropped from Def Jam, which is not a surprising move. He apparently was the one-hit wonder with the all-gold everything, where the whole, he looks like Jerome from Martin thing started from. So he got dropped. The only song I actually liked him on was the August Alsina. I love this shit. But I think what kind of hurt this kid's thing, not only just the fact that he was a one-hit wonder, but just the fact when he did that whole, like, the South is running New York, I think that really changed a lot of people's perception of him. So, yeah, he got dropped from Def Jam. Will another label pick him up? Probably, I'm sure, if he's some sort of like marketing gimmick that goes for the gas that the music industry tries to promote. But now, moving on to the battle rap section. So I'm going to give you the reviews of the battles that I've watched in the last 2 weeks. So that is why these blogs are separate. Also, the battle that dropped today that I'll get into. Now, from the last 2 weeks. Jazz the Rapper 3-0'd 40 bars, which everybody knows. Biggest shocker, because out of all the battles I've ever watched from 40, I don't think there's a clear battle where she clearly lost. So, and it was kind of funny, too, because after that, Jazz kind of like sent her into a tailspin where, Jazz brought up the Popeyes 40 fight or whatever. And it's interesting, too, because the footage from that had been out for the last 3 years. And it begs the question, why is Jazz the Rapper one of the first ones to bring it up if it'd been up for 3 years? Now, I don't know if somebody, told her about it or if she found it on her own or what the situation is. But, yeah, that was a big shocker. Also, Swave Sevah took on Eazy the Block Captain from World Battle League. Eazy the Block Captain, who I guess is dating Zahn. Looks like, people have said he looks like Chris Rock from I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Well, he does look like Chris Rock. Swave 3-0'd him easily. Now, the Dizaster Math Hoffa rematch. I couldn't pick a winner for that because, honestly, they both were great. It does suck that Dizaster kind of fucked up that event, but it also seems like, too, yeah, it was premeditated, but also going back to it, too, it almost seemed like maybe Dizaster took the homeless lines that Math was bringing up, more, personal than he should have, when he brought it up himself to Daylyt when they all were a part of the Total Slaughter footage and stuff, when they all were a part of the Total Slaughter show, the Road to Total Slaughter, I should say, let me get that right, that we saw last month. So, I don't know, Dizaster's kind of an emotional dude and stuff like that. I mean, this isn't the first time, obviously, the guy lost his temper. He did that against Arcane, tried to bully Unanimous in the battle from Don't Flop like the year before. He goes on to tell a story, but doesn't really, he tells a behind-the-scenes story and doesn't really tell you what happened. Crazy. So that was that one. C3 and Lotta. Now, I couldn't pick a winner for that only because of the fact that I understood everything C3 said, but I didn't get a lot of things that Lotta said. I don't know if they were over my head or where he was really going with it. It didn't make sense, too, how he was in the first round, saying that she looks like a man, and then the third round he brings up saying that, now he might want to hit it. So I couldn't pick a winner of that one, even though I understood everything C3 said. It didn't get a lot of the things Lotta said, so that one. There is no winner I could pick for that one. Cortez and T-Rex. This one, you can't really pick a winner because of the fact that Cortez got screwed by time every time. Every round, basically. T-Rex and Mook apparently were complaining about the time. I guess that's why that happened. Fucked up the battle. So, this is crazy with Cortez. He hasn't had luck every time he's tried to battle in URL the last few times because either the footage doesn't come out or it gets put in the vault or, stuff like this happens. And it's just crazy because what did Cortez really do to deserve this? He never had a problem with URL or Smack. So if we don't see Cortez battling in URL again, don't be surprised. Somehow, something they're, screwing him over with not putting out his battles and stuff like that, I guess. So, moving on to E-Hart and Young Gattas. I slurred my words there for a minute. It sucked that Young Gattas, the crowd kind of screwed with Young Gattas, and they did that with today's battle that I'll go into at the end of this one. But, it sucks that, this is the thing with battle rap. You're on the spot, you can either freestyle or write your shit. Now, with that, I think the crowd might have fucked it up for her, but also at the same time, too, here's the thing, whether you forget what you're going to say, or the crowd, or whatever the case is, don't stand there and choke, or just not finish the battle. That's just kind of it's kind of disrespectful to the fans, and it kind of, it's an embarrassing thing to do. Of course, you can't go back and, retape it, but just, if you stumble or you forget what you're going to say, just keep continuing. Just don't even pay the crowd no mind, and don't even pay... if you forget what you're going to say, just freestyle. That's how battle rapping started. It's freestyling ability. If the crowd doesn't react to a certain line, yeah, it sucks, but you just keep going. The old saying is the show must go on, so you continue. Okay, the next one, Ash Cash and Karma Kane. That was a one-round battle from Trap House, New York. Ash Cash really stepped it up in this battle. She knows that she's, said it herself, but the only thing that didn't make sense is, if you're going to use gun bars and stuff like that, you really have to have more aggression in your voice. Ash, of course, knows that. She admits to it, so... but Ash Cash won that battle, even though it was a one-rounder. It's just kind of funny how she's, making it seem like, I beat somebody. It was only a one-round battle, but it is what it is. I'm just glad to see her happy and smiling, so... now, Charlie Clips and Daylyt. That got released last Monday. So, it's interesting. Good 3-round battle. I thought it was funny in the third round how Clips pulled out Daylight's mask and was talking to his mask. And then Daylyt in the third round, actually was wearing a mask under his mask, and he said, "Psych, I lied," pulling the Charlie Clips line. So that was humorous. Charlie Clips, I had that winning 2-1. Here's why. Daylyt came out all strong in the first round, which was the only round I gave him. And it seemed like he kind of eased up a little bit in the second and the third round, and maybe let time, like, didn't finish off his round, or maybe ended his round shorter. So I think in a way that kind of hurt it. But I mean, his performance was great. Clips' performance was great, but that's why I scored that a 2-1. Now, KCJ and Nina Cruz, that dropped this past week as well, 3-round battle. I believe I gave that to KCJ 2-1. I think Nina Cruzae had the first round, and then it seemed like KCJ was more focused the second and third round. Now, of course, I got to go back and watch that. I probably would have to watch it again, but I think that's how I scored that. So, yeah, I don't know what the next one from the undercard from when they had the no holds barred event is supposed to drop, but it'll probably drop sometime this week. I don't know who yet. Then we got Big T and Big Magic that just dropped this Thursday. You know, it's sad because Big T really hasn't been hitting lately at all, and you know, B Magic choked. B Magic kind of won that battle. Like he won that battle, but he choked really bad. Here's the thing, you know, I said it before, I'll say it again. If you forget what you're going to say, just freestyle the rest of the shit. Don't stand there and choke, because then it's screwed. Then when the fans are watching this on footage, or even the people that paid to see the event, then they feel like they're screwed because, you know, we wanted to see a great battle and we're not getting that, you know. So, I don't know. I think Magic has been having this problem now for a while now with some of his other battles. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, Magic, if you forget what you're going to say or the crowd slips you up, just freestyle the rest of the stuff. Big T, I hate to say it, I think every fan has said this at this point, he just needs to retire from battle rap. I mean, this guy, since he came back from the surf battle, really has not been hitting with his rhymes, bars, whatever you want to call it. He hasn't really had a whole lot of haymakers. He's just been known for, you know, doing the, you know, the gun sounds and all that, you know, which is somewhat humorous, but you need to have more to it. I mean, really, at this point, what else can they say about Big T? I mean, the only thing people really can make fun of him for is just being, you know, super, super heavy, you know, probably heavier than Shotgun Suge. But Big T, I think it's time to probably either take a break, hiatus again to get back on your shit, or just retire from battle rap, dude. You just don't have it right now. I mean, you know, your battles after the surf thing just have not been hitting, you know, as much as you would like, you know. I mean, yeah, you beat K-Shine. You know, you came back at the end and won that. You beat A.V.R.R by default because A.V.R.R choked in the Total Slaughter thing. But the rest of it, I mean, yeah, I just don't even know why. I don't even know what else more to say about Big T. You know, Big Terrence, whatever you want to call him, since that's what the T stands for. But I think he needs to take another hiatus or just needs to retire from battle rap. The guy just has not been hitting in his battles. Now, this dropped last night. JC versus Syahboy. I watched that today. I scored this 3-2. It's a 3-round battle. I think it was debatable the first 2 rounds, and then I think JC had it the third round. I think Syahboy really just kind of fell off in the third round, but great battle. And then C3 versus Tori Doe dropped today. The crowd there at the event really fucked up this battle from being great and classic, and I think that screwed up both Tori Doe and C3 on their rounds. I guess if I had to pick a winner, I probably would say Tori Doe 2-1. Tori had the first, had the third, C3 had the second, but, you know, the crowd really just needs to let these, you know, artists get off their shit, you know. Whether you like it or not, just let them do what they're there to do. You know, it screws up the thing for the people that watch it on, because this is the problem. People sometimes at the live events forget that this stuff is being taped and it's going to be put on YouTube, and then it screws it up for the fans that are not able to attend these events and then watch it on YouTube because they're like, come on now, let these people get off their shit, you know? So, I would say Tori Doe 1-2-1 over C3. And then here are the announcements. As far as I know, there are 2 battles that are dropping tomorrow. You got the Miss Hustle and Young Gattas, which is, I guess they called it the best for last from URL's Gnome 4. And then there is a King of the Dot tag team battle. Now let me look it up here on my phone, who it is that was in the tag team battle. So, I think it was it Marlowe something? Let me check. I will find it, so just bear with me a minute. Okay, where is it at? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, yeah, tomorrow it's Caustic and Dirtbag Dan versus Marlowe and Shuffle T that drops. So, and then Caps, Angry Fan, as he calls himself, said that there was some battle between 40 Bars and Briscoe, a fire battle or something, that's supposed to drop on Tuesday. I'm not too familiar with what that is, but I don't know. Maybe Caps will further explain it to us, or maybe we'll find out on Tuesday. Who knows? But and then let me finish it off with the. Let me finish off this blog right here with the Summer Madness 4 card that I have seen. My friend sent it to me. Okay, here it is. Let me wait for this to open here. Now, we don't know the date yet of when Summer Madness is, so it'll either be sometime this month or it'll be in September like it was last year. Hopefully all the battles will go off and there won't be a problem like there was at last year's event. So just waiting for this link on my phone to open up so that I can read you the card for Summer Madness 4. Okay, here we go. For Summer Madness 4, you got Charlie Clips versus T-Rex, DNA versus Tay-Rock, Hitman Holla versus Sue Surf, B-Magic versus Conceited, A.V.R.R.S versus K-Shine, and Arsenal versus Ill Will. So, boom, there's a closer look if you want to see that card. So, yeah, that pretty much concludes the blog for this week in regards to the battle raps. So there'll probably be another battle rap blog coming sometime next week. So I apologize for not getting this out sooner. So I hope you guys enjoyed what you heard, and definitely talk to you guys later and look to hear more feedback from you guys. Bye.